In this episode, I'll show you some simple techniques to clean and fix your video game cartridge, from permanent markers, to stickers, to cleaning the pins. Let's get started. Alright, so welcome to my workbench. Today we're going to clean cartridges. My first example here is a Nintendo Entertainment System, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. You can see I put my initials with a permanent marker the other day. And this is usually pretty hard to get off. However, a simple technique is to use Rain-X, the original. If you use, and I experimented with this before the video, the Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner plus rain repellent, it does not work. So don't get this stuff. However, this stuff, really good. And I'll give you a quick demonstration right now. So you'll need the Rain-X, and you'll need some cotton swabs, or just a cotton swab. Take some of this Rain-X. Now be careful to do this as far away as possible from the cartridge, because if it gets on the label, it'll destroy the label. So I'll just move this aside for a second. I'll get a Kleenex, put a little dab, get rid of that. Bring back our cartridge, and you just start swirling in a circular motion. And as you can see, disappears right away. No resistance at all. Doesn't damage the plastic. And you just rub it away. It's a nice technique I discovered the other day. I'm going to put a little bit more Rain-X on the other side of my cotton swab, like so. And there we go. I'll take a brand new cotton swab, and I'll use some isopropyl alcohol and get rid of any residue of the Rain-X. Same thing, circular motion. As you can see, barely anything left. Give it one last rub. And that's it. Just like new. To clean the any grime that we might have in the cartridge, you can see a little bit here. The trick is to use, once again, isopropyl alcohol. We get our cotton swab, put a little dab, and then just start rubbing away at the grooves in the cartridge. This won't damage the plastic casing at all. And as you can see, we've accumulated a bit of dirt. You can use the dry side to get rid of any excess rubbing alcohol, and just repeat the process as so until you're satisfied that the cartridge is nice and clean. There you go, already much cleaner. For the next trick, you will notice here that the corner of the label is raised just slightly. So I want to fix that. And what I do is I use toothpicks with some glue, some stick glue. I just take my toothpick, I rub a little bit of the glue, I lift the area that's affected, rub some glue underneath. Don't worry, it'll all disappear. I'll take another toothpick, place it down, as so. Get rid of the excess. And you can put a weight on it if needed, but it should go on pretty well. And it'll already look a little bit better. For my next tip, I'm going to show you how to remove stickers from the cartridge. And to do so, we'll be using some Goo Gone, some cotton swabs, and some Kleenex. So I'll just put this aside so that I don't get any Goo Gone all over the place. I'm going to dip my Q-tip directly in it. As so. I take my cartridge and I apply it as so. And either using your fingers or a cutting object, we'll try to gently scrape it off. And going slow is the best technique. You don't want to rush it. If you see any resistance, just wait, let it soak more, and then try again. But this one's going pretty well. Almost done. There we go. We'll apply some more Goo Gone to get rid of any residue. I'll take another cotton swab. Let it work a bit. And I'll try using the little fingernail I have to remove it. Another technique I use to get rid of any residue is a white eraser. This will get rid of a lot of the gum. We'll apply some more Goo Gone. Just to make sure there's nothing remaining. I think we got pretty much all of it. A little rub with a Kleenex. And we're done. Looking good. Back to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartridge. This one's a bit trickier because we have a sticker on a sticker. So the first thing I'm going to do is just try to peel it with my fingernails. And it's not looking good. From what I can tell, yeah, it's going to rip off everything. So I'm going to leave it there. Unfortunately, this one cannot be removed. it's tearing the label underneath it, so which is quite unfortunate. However, we do have some glue residue from an old sticker. It did damage the label a bit there, which is a shame. However, using a permanent marker will help camouflage that slightly. It won't be perfect. It just won't show as much, as you can see there. As for the residue here from the old sticker, a bit of Goo Gone again. I'll try not to get too close to that sticker, that label, sorry. A little bit of rubbing. And I think we're almost there. Fingernail is great too. Take another Q-tip. There we go. The residue is gone. So it's already looking a whole lot better. Here we have the game The Hunt for Red October, which is in pretty good condition. However, there is a price tag, so we'll try to remove that. I'll start by using my fingernails. And it's actually coming off quite well. Patience is a virtue here. It's the key to getting the most of the sticker off in one piece. As you can see, I removed it a bit quickly. And a bit with some residue left, but it's not too bad. Rubbing it a bit appears to be getting rid of most of it. I'll use my cotton swab with some Goo Gone. Give it a few seconds. The more glue residue there is, the longer you should let it react. Once you're satisfied, take the dry end. Just do some little swirls. And you'll be able to tell right away if there's any residue left. And I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm seeing here. I'll then take some rubbing alcohol. Rub it again. Circular motion is the best. And there we go. Just like new. To clean the pins, we'll use isopropyl alcohol. You want to use 90% or higher. The higher the better. This will remove the any residue on the pins of the cartridge. And using a cotton swab here, just dip it a bit. Just rub it back and forth. This cartridge appears to be pretty clean. It would usually be black. I'll try another cartridge. So I have two Atari cartridges. This one's made by Activision, and the pins are fully exposed, which is easy to clean. However, other cartridges like this one, this Kangaroo game from Atari, it's got this protective sleeve here, which is a great concept. It protects the pins from dust and that, but long term it makes it difficult to clean. So I'll just put this Kaboom game aside. Now the trick to opening these is quite simple. You could use a toothpick or some small blunt object. I'll use this very tiny flathead screwdriver, and you just apply in one of the left or right holes a bit of pressure. Once you press down a bit, you don't have to go far in. You can press on the plastic itself, and now the pins are fully exposed. I'll again take my cotton swab, dip it in some rubbing alcohol, and start rubbing the pins, as so. It is a bit of a pain to hold the plastic down while you're rubbing the pins, but it's the best technique I've found. And this one's a bit dirty. There is a bit of gray to it now, so that was worthwhile. And then you let go like that, and we're done. Now, when you clean these cartridges, always make sure to wait a few minutes to make sure that any isopropyl alcohol has evaporated. You don't want to have wet substances going into contact with in a live machine. That can create shorts, can damage your console. You definitely don't want that. So make sure to wait a few minutes. If you want to be really certain, take a dry Q-tip, rub it again, and you're certain that it's dry and ready to go. Like I said earlier, if it doesn't work, try it again and again and again. It'll eventually work. Of course, after a couple attempts, if it really just wants nothing to do with loading the game, there may be something wrong inside, and it'll need some open surgery for that, which is for another video at that point. I hope you enjoyed this episode, learned a thing or two about cleaning cartridges, and as always, thanks for watching.